everybody, we're back and it's spooky season. We're like dog pounding as skeletons. How do you say skeleton? Esqueleto. Esqueleto. We're spooky skeletons, or as I like to say, sexy skeleton.
When you said esqueleto, I immediately thought, I believe in science.
I believe in science. Oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys. Episode 41. Woo! And it's our favorite time of the year. Halloween. Halloween. Woo! Now, listen, we are going to have 4 episodes and we have 4 costumes that were actually prepared this year instead of just Halloween shirts. We're leveling up, guys. This is year 2. We got to end the year strong. And it was so exciting. So Tait, today's pick was Tait.
Mm-hmm.
So he picked out 2. So the first one and the last one, first one and the last one are going to be Tait, and the 2 middle ones are going to be the ones I picked.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes. So, but like, do you have a Zoomie?
Do I have one?
Yeah. Did you want to share your Zoomie?
Yeah. Well, I did, but then I don't. Sorry.
What does that mean?
No. I do want to share. I just want to share like therapy. Like I've been going to therapy, and I've been doing a lot of exercises through my therapy.
Okay.
I just want to share. It fucking works.
Yeah.
It's working. Yeah, I want to share it works. I want to share how better I feel, especially with my relationship with you, and then how I can express myself without having to be out of control per se. Yeah. Right. And then escalating things and turning into something that it's not supposed to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? So in other words, just helping regulate my emotions and then having better communication. And then that makes me feel better as a partner. Yeah. Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that with everyone. If you're thinking about it, or if you're currently going,
if you have the means to go.
Yeah, and if you have the means to go, by all means, I encourage you to take advantage of that, because it's doing wonders for me, and I just wanted to share that.
Aww. Yeah, did you want to share a story that makes you think about that?
Well, it's just I
not the serial killer.
No. What's that? Because he put me on the spot. I thought that was good enough.
No, we need context.
No. Because just recently, we had almost kind of an argument, and where typically in the past it turned into something like stupid, or not stupid, but just because I couldn't regulate my emotions at the time. But it didn't. Why? Because I came to you before it could even get into
like you're talking about escalating, right?
Yeah, before it could even escalate, and I told you exactly how I felt, and then your response was so good because I wasn't sure how you were going to respond
because you never speak up.
Because I never.
Well, it's not that you never. Speak up.
No. But in a tone where it's I'm not trying to cause animosity. It's just I'm just trying to tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Right. And so I felt like as long as I explain myself, I think she will understand.
And right? Did I come through?
Oh, big time. Like the reality.
I'm like this. I'm all.
Well, here's the thing. It's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Like that. And then so the response was the first time me seeing it. And then clicking right away all these therapy sessions that I've had and the stuff I'm working on for me to help me regulate myself emotionally, and to see it in action and then I'm using it and it just makes me feel really good.
That's awesome.
And I just wanted to share that.
And you were like, holy shit, it works.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, no joke.
No, I know. It was an aha moment for you, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge.
And I didn't even know you were like implementing your tactics.
No.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So when you like used your tone of voice was even keeled and you were stating facts, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. And then you were like, what?
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. You know, and I can't wait to tell my therapist.
Child, listen here. What's your therapist's name again?
Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Listen here, Lizzie. What do you call her that? All short. Listen here, Beth. You're all changing her name. Well, that's good, honey. I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm excited to tell her about it. Yeah.
Well, and I didn't know you were going to share that.
Yeah.
So that's actually perfect, and it's going to perfectly dovetail with what our topic is. We have a really, really fun topic with you for you guys today, and I think it's going to really resonate with you guys, especially if you've been in a relationship, whether it's friends or significant other. But before we get into that, I have a couple of DMs that I want to read and or comments that we got from some of our little ant army. Okay. And this one I'm gonna read first because I want to talk about it just a little bit. So this one says, Tait feeling down on himself and self-conscious makes me feel both silly for feeling the same. I weigh the heaviest I've ever have in my life. By the way, this is from our little ant GP1GM0M. I don't know what that means, but there you go. And validated because everyone feels that way no matter how they look. Also, Noelle, that video of you at the gym literally made my jaw drop. You look awesome and like you could kick some serious ass. But that brings me to a question I've had for such a long time. How do I know what to do at the gym? Like specific workouts, how long to do them for, and how many times, what days I should focus on, what, etc. I can't afford a personal trainer or anything like that. And by the way, most people cannot.
Yeah.
Most people cannot because personal trainers are very expensive, but for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? Because they go through a lot and they train, if they're certified, like a NASM certified or is it ACE certified?
I believe so.
If they have those certifications, it's really expensive to take that test and study for it. It's like almost $1,000.
I think so.
It's a lot of hours that they put in studying, getting the certification, and then they have to put the reps in and coach you one-on-one. So it's like, it's well spent money on a personal trainer if one, they know what they're doing. Yeah. Two, being certified actually is a bonus, right? Because a lot of trainers out there are not certified, right? So they're worth its weight in gold if they're really good.
Yeah.
Right. But 9 times out of 10 people can't afford them. No. And that's okay. So this is a great question, right? So they said, I can't afford a personal trainer or anything like that, but my apartment complex has a gym that I've only used a handful of times to walk on the treadmill, but I want to build muscle. Yeah, you do. It's really good for you. And lose those extra 25 pounds of fat I've gained since 2020. I feel totally lost in the gym and just need someone to tell me what I should be doing. Love you both. And I believe in you, Tait. You got this.
Oh, wow.
I think she's talking about your bodybuilding.
Sure.
Right. So listen, GP1GM0M, I did respond and I said, we're actually going to do we've been talking about, and we want to do a couple episodes, maybe a part 1, part 2.
Sure.
Because there's so much. I think we've talked about this before on beginners workouts, right? That way you can walk into a fucking gym, whether it's your complex gym, like at your apartment complex, whether it's a EOS or an LA Fitness, a 24-hour, whatever the case may be, right? A personal gym or whatever, a boutique gym. That way you can walk in there and you have something to start with, right? Yeah. So I know we talked about it. We said we were going to do it. We're going to do one, and it's just for beginners. So like, if you're not a beginner, don't talk shit, okay? Because you started as a beginner at one point, right? That's not what we do here in this house, right? No. And so I wanted to share that with you. And like, what do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think, well, first of all, I appreciate you asking for advice and help on this, and I'll be more than happy to help you. No problem.
Yeah. So we can do that together because Tait's certified. I am not. I can be, full disclosure. But if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I know how to fucking work out. And I also bring a female's perspective. Sure. Because I think I posted like a month ago or so that like, I'm not trying to be skinny. I'm trying to look like I can kick your ass. Right. So from my perspective, I think that's more important anyway. Sure. Because listen, when you get older, and I do mean like when you get older and maybe even old, you're not going to care if you're fucking skinny or not. You're going to care if you can walk, right? Yeah. You're going to care if you can walk to the bathroom and wipe your own ass, right? You're going to care if you can like I don't know, walk a flight of stairs, or get up from the couch or
the
whatever.
Mobile. The simplest movements
that we take for granted in our youth, right?
Yeah.
So guess what? Being skinny is not going to get you there.
No.
Building muscle, your bone density and stuff like that will. So I think that we should really get on that.
Sure.
And I'm thinking maybe we do that towards the end of the year. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
let me give you one tip, right? Find out what your goals are, what you want to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's losing weight, whether it's gaining muscle, whether it's whatever.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about in our beginner episode. Yeah. We'll ask you, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. This is what you need to, because we can write a simple, generic workout that we can share with you so you can at least get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cover all the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and get you more familiarity. If that's
more familiarity.
Yes, that's the right word.
Yeah. And we'll give you some tips on how to navigate the gym.
Yeah.
And how, like, what machines work for what exercise. Oh, that's what we should do. Anyway, we're all brain dumping here and we're wasting time. Okay. So we'll put it together with pictures, maybe some videos that will show up here real quick. And then we'll kind of walk through it on our next, on one of our future episodes, but it'll be a part 1 and a part 2.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you. All right. This one is kind of long, so bear with me, but I felt like it was imperative to read this one. And this is from Sophie, Sofi. Okay.
Sophie.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Sophie. But
sure.
Anyway, it says, "Hi, internet parents. I could use some advice. I'm sorry for this message being super long, but I don't know what to do. I work at a company that produces and sells elevator parts. I'm the youngest at the whole company, 22 years old, and also the only girl. My coworkers are mostly men in their mid-30s and 40s, except for the newest addition to the team, a 25-year-old guy with a receding hairline and horrible BO. First of all, boo, right? This guy obviously doesn't know how to talk to women or really anyone, to be honest. But he has been a pain in my butt ever since he started making rude comments towards me and honestly just being rude and disrespectful. A good example is that on his second day on the job, I was talking to one of my other coworkers about how I wanted to buy an Oura ring. Like this one right here and like the one Tait has on his hand. Yeah, Oura rings fucking rock, dude. Instead of my fitness watch as I'm on a fitness journey. Quick amp brag, I've lost 30 kilograms this year and feeling happy and strong thanks to weightlifting and gym in general.
Congratulations.
I also really appreciate your advice on how to start how to stay consistent in the gym with diet, exercise, and stuff, right? Then they go on to say, I said that I wanted the gold ring, like the one I have, because I'm a gold girly and was pissed that the gold one is more expensive than the silver one. It is, and it sucks. Okay. But it's so cute. And this guy scoffed at me and said in a mocking voice, "Oh, of course you have to have the gold one because it's more expensive and you only want expensive things." All right. I have so many clapbacks I could say right now, but I'm going to hold them for a second here. Mind you, this was his second day. He has made several other comments on how he assumes girls are shallow and only cares about makeup, and they only care about makeup and shiny, expensive things. And he only makes these comments towards me. I'm just pissed that he treats me different because I'm a girl.
Sure.
The men have jokingly said, "Oh man, he likes you, girl." And then they said, "Girl, shut the fuck up. I don't care. He can't be rude because he's a big stinker and probably doesn't know any girls in his personal life," which is true.
Exactly.
I brought this up with my boss 6 months ago and a few more times since then, and nothing is happening about it. I hate my workplace now because he makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I've worked here for 3 years. Help me. Love you guys. I'm looking forward to the next episode every week.
Shit, human resources, bud.
No, human resources is not for you, baby girl. It's for the company. Human resources is to protect the company, right? Especially in a male-dominated industry, they're not going to do shit. And what I'm thinking is your boss is a man. That's why he hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
Because if it was a woman who was a good woman, she would knock that shit off really quick, right? Here's the thing, and I know it sucks because you're like, well, hey, I was here first. I loved my job. And now this fucker comes in and like, I don't want to do it. So there's two things. You got to ask yourself, is this job worth it? Do you love, you're 22 years old, girl. Like, and I'm assuming you're a girl. I don't know. And I'm just using that in general terms. If this job is really, really important to you, then we gotta take this route. if this job is, hey, this is just in the meantime, I really liked it. It was cool, but I'm 22 years old. I'll go find something else. We're going to go this route. So it depends on what your end goal is, right? In general, when someone is harassing you like that, you got to come back up. You got to come back with you got to embarrass the fuck out of them. That's basically what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. But he sounds like someone that wouldn't quit. That's not going to quit, especially if he's a misogynist, because that's how he sounds. He's not going to quit. And so, she's going to have to double down, of course, right? And then someone's have to, like a supervisor or someone else going to get involved, right?
Right. So here, that's why I asked you, Sophie, what is your end goal, right? Is your end goal to, you know what? I don't need this shit. I'm going to go find another job.
Sure.
Or is your end goal, I don't need this job. Fuck this job. I'm going to go find another one, but I'm going to suck it up until I can find another job. Yeah. And in that moment, that's when I would literally lay into him. Yeah. I would give it back to him because here's the thing. When you run from shit like this as a woman,
sure,
it perpetuates no matter where you go.
Sure.
So this dickhead could be here. You go to a new job, you love it. There's always going to be some dickhead, right? Yeah. Especially if you're in a male-dominated job.
Yeah.
I know this from experience.
Sure.
So what I did in these situations is, and I have been through it. I have been sexually harassed. I've also been treated like this. The whole gamut, you name it, I've probably had that experience. Mm-hmm. In my experience, what I would do is I would embarrass the fuck out of him. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to scream. I didn't need to call names. I didn't need to do anything. I would find his pain point, right? Find what he's bad at. Find out.
He stinks.
He stinks. But so that's something saying, I find that interesting coming from someone who can't even smell their own armpits and has to, the rest of us have to suffer from that.
Yeah.
And just silence.
Yeah.
You don't need that uncomfortable silence alone. Someone telling him he fucking stinks without being a bitch about it outwardly, you're just like, those are big words for someone who doesn't use deodorant, and you're making us all suffer.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting. Or something like when he said, what did he say? Of course you have to have the gold one. You have expensive things. Saying, I think that's interesting coming from someone who just got here. You don't know me. You have a lot of opinions, don't you? I wonder where that stems from. What childhood trauma does that come from? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like
stuff
someone
like that.
needs to invest in some expensive deoderant.
Yeah. or not
some
so
fucking
just
soap.
Not some so expensive, deodorant. Because you don't use any. How about we go to the Dollar Tree and kind of scoop one up, right? It's stuff like that. It's like you have to be very calm, very calculated with your responses, right?
Yeah.
And when he claps back, because he fucking will, and then he's going to you let him look like an idiot and get all riled up and emotional, not you.
Yeah,
you have to stay stoic.
Yeah, if his voice changes and you can sense the energy getting kind of pissed, you got him. And then you know what? You don't have to say shit. Because you got his ass already.
Yeah. And just go,
Yeah.
You got interesting. You got his ass, right? And then he's gonna get more emotional. And he's like, yeah, well, you're a fat bitch. Yeah. And then you go, and there it is. Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
There it is. You guys heard that? Yeah. There it is. And you just have to to stay calm, cool, collected.
Got him.
But I would highly recommend you sticking up for yourself in that very stoic way. You don't deserve this shit. No. You deserve way better.
No.
And then it's not going to change unless he quits. And even so, all of those fuck ass men are watching this happen to you and don't say shit.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in that environment. No. That's my mom advice to you.
Yeah.
You deserve better.
Probably not the best place to be anyways.
Yeah. Right.
And if like you were saying earlier, if this is you're in this position where you kind of got to suck it up, well, fuck it, man. If I got to suck it up, he's going to eat shit too then. If he's going to feed it, then I'm going to feed it back.
Yeah.
Because I got to eat this shit until I can find something better.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to eat it if you're clapping back.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just saying in a sense, you're like, fuck that. You know?
Exactly.
I'm not going to just
sit here and take it.
I'm not just going to take it. I'm going to feed it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like we said, stay stoic, stay calm, because he sounds like someone that's going to get out of control.
Yeah.
And then once he gets to that point where he says mean shit like you fat bitch or something, got him.
Yeah. Got your ass. And there it is.
Yeah.
You guys all heard that, right?
Yeah.
You all heard that?
Yeah.
So, and someone who's that brazen right out the gate,
he's not going to
been there 2 days and he feels like he's that comfortable where he can start saying shit to you.
Yeah.
in my head, I'm thinking, who the fuck do you think you are?
One.
Right? That would be my first reaction. But in this case, you can say that in use your inner voice for all the mean shit.
Yeah.
And then the outer voice is you're literally, I don't want to say you're laying a trap for him, but you kind of are.
Yeah, you're just poking the bear. That's it.
Yeah.
Just poking him.
Well,
because he's gonna explode.
Yeah. No, you're poking the town jester is what you're doing, right? This fucking idiot. So I say, like, find out, just observe what obviously what his weak point is, like personal hygiene.
Yeah, period.
Girl, you can go deep on that one, right?
Yeah.
But also you got to do it in a sense of professionalism because you're in the professional workplace. Also, you got to be safe, right? So I'm not telling you what to do.
Sure.
This is just what I would do.
Sure.
Right? I would find out what his fucking weak point is because every chain has a weak link.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to figure out what that is. That's what I would do. I would figure out what it is, and then I would just go to town, but very, very cool, calm, collected, no emotion.
Non-threatening.
The minute you show emotion, you lost.
You lost.
Right? Yeah. He's gonna be the one showing emotion. So that's what I would do. And honestly, and this is my mom advice, you don't need to be there because all of those men sat there and watched this shit unfold. And then their go-to is, he just likes you.
Yeah.
We don't teach that. We don't teach that. That's what they teach kids. That's what they teach girls in kindergarten going, oh, he pulled your hair because he likes you. Violence? That's what we're teaching?
Weren't they also telling her, you just need to get out of here, girl. You don't need to be around this.
No, that was her saying, girl, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Yeah.
That was her in her head saying this to these men.
Oh, I see.
Like,
okay.
The general term, girl, shut the fuck up. No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and take this shit.
Yeah.
You're 22 years old, sweetheart. No. You have a long life ahead of you. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be in an environment like that. But it is okay for you to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like for you, but make sure you're safe and make sure that you do it in a professional way to where it's not going to, blow back on you.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sophie, keep us posted.
You're doing great, girl.
Yeah. The minute you guys, we've talked about this ad nauseum, the minute you hate your job is literally the day you start looking for another one. Mm-hmm. You gotta go through the motions. You gotta pay bills, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, on your lunch break, on your 10-minute break at home after you get off work, you're looking for another job, pounding the pavement, and you're throwing your resume everywhere. Okay? You're casting that net.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Keep us posted. All right. And if anyone else has something similar or needs more, send it to us. We'll talk about it. Okay. Yeah. This one is from Jessica Lopez 7555. Mm-hmm. They said this doesn't really correlate to anything, but I always think about it and I forget to comment it. I'd just like to suggest using chapters or timestamps on the videos. I know I always find them useful when going back and rewatching your videos or picking up where I left off, and maybe others would too. I love the pod and hearing y'all's advice and points of views on things. Plus, you guys crack me up with every video. Now, why did I read this? Because we're always open to getting better.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I forgot someone said it, I think it was right before we started the pod last year. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, and then you can do this, you can do timestamps. And I'm like, margarita. It's too much. Let me just get the pod on YouTube. That's going to be our first feat. And then I forgot about it. And this is the first comment we've actually had saying, can you put timestamps? So Jessica Lopez 7555, thank you for your input. Mm-hmm. And we will try our best to make that happen. We're boomers, man. We're still new, even though it's only almost been 2 years. But that kind of stuff I haven't done before. I'm sure it's easy. I'm sure I can call Joe Patreon and tell me how to do it, or maybe even Dason. I don't know. But thank you for your comment. We're always looking to level up. And if you guys have topics you want us to cover, please let us know. Or if you have anything else to make our pod better. Yeah. But listen, that's not an open cattle call for you guys to be mean and say mean things. Sure. Because if you know me by now and you're an OG day one aunt, you know I'm not going to put up with that shit, and I will fight you in the front yard. So this is for constructive feedback. Okay, we are open to constructive feedback. Yeah. Okay, this is not a free for all. If you go, and by the way, I hate your glasses. No, that's not how that works. Okay. I know that's not our day ones, but just in case someone's new here. All right. Okay. So, and then this last one is from Keely M. Marsh, and she's commented on a lot of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. before, and I think we've read a couple of her comments or
so?
their comments. Forgive me, I don't remember the pronouns. So when you guys do leave comments, please put the pronouns so we can honor you in that way. Yeah. Okay. They said, I'm so happy you have your Insta back. If you're a day one aunt, you know I didn't have Instagram for almost 3-4 months. I did, but I couldn't comment. I couldn't post. It was a nightmare, and I finally fixed it. So that's what that's about. They said, I haven't been able to listen to the pod because I recently got a new job. Woo!
Yay,
Aunt Brad.
Congratulations.
I went from being drastically overworked and underpaid, and my mental health was on the decline. Been there, done that. Listening to the pod helped motivate me to get out, and I landed an amazing gig running my own kitchen at my daughter's childcare center.
Wow.
Woo! Claps for Keely, you guys. Aunt claps.
Awesome.
I have better pay, way better leadership, and it's a great environment for my Violet, which her baby. What a cute name. That's like an old school name. I love it. All that to say, sorry, I've been MIA. My username on YouTube is Keely Marsh, and you've read some of my stuff before. So I hope you see this too. Hope you're all doing well. Be back soon. Your little aunt from Michigan. Yes, we remember a Keely from Michigan. I remember now. Okay, cool. So welcome back, Keely. Congratulations.
Yes,
that's a huge aunt brag.
absolutely.
Please, everybody go give Keely Marsh some love. Okay? All right. So that's our little aunt brags and advice column for the day. And now we're going to get into our
Finally.
topic, which is funny when you were talking about, you and I almost got into a big row the other day. And you've been working on your, your emotions and making sure that they're intact. And so that had nothing to do with why we chose this topic, you guys.
No.
So we're going to talk about dumb fights, right? Whether it's with your significant other, whether it's with a sibling, a friend, a parent,
Doesn't
whatever,
matter.
right? Dumb fights. And I want you guys to comment your dumb fucking fights in the comments. And I want you to tell us what they are so we can have a little giggle with you.
Be more specific, like you were telling me.
No, I know. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I just want to put that out there before I forget, right?
Sure.
So we're going to talk about dumb fights that resulted in blowbacks on the person who was being ridiculous. So you get into a fight, you do something stupid, and then it ends up hurting you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because we just had an instance like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was so dumb, and we'll get to it in a minute.
Sure.
But we went to Home Depot to buy something to help Dason with something.
Yeah.
And you brought it up, and I couldn't stop. We laughed for like 10 minutes in the car because it was so dumb. And I go, that would be a great topic.
Yeah.
And so we bumped this week's topic to replace it with this one because it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I know you guys can all relate. So we're going to get right into it. So I want you, do you want me to say my story?
Yeah.
Well, how this,
The story that kicked it off.
Okay. I'll tell you. I'm
The
already
Home
laughing.
Depot story, yes.
Okay. So, it has nothing to do with Home Depot.
No, but that's when we...
Yeah, that's when we like, oh my God, this is going to be funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other day I was cleaning our bathroom in our primary bedroom, right? And
that's like your job.
Yeah. Listen, I still we used to have a housekeeper. In fact, we had a couple of housekeepers.
Sure.
And they were great at the beginning. You know this, right? And I'm like, yeah, we even had one of the housekeepers for like 2 years.
And she was kicking ass.
But every time she came,
she broke
something. And I'm not talking, I broke a glass. Who gives a fuck? I broke a plate. Who gives a fuck? I can replace that. Yeah. I'm talking about shit you can't replace. Like, you guys, and I don't even know where it's at now. I still saved it, but it's all fucking shattered and broken. But
all the head.
No, I would have murdered her in the front yard. I would have whooped her ass in the front yard if it was any of my kids' handprints. You know, those little clay handprints or whatever. No, but it was close.
Yeah.
In fact, it was probably more precious because it's so funny. When Drew was little, she had a fucked up grill, you guys. Yeah. Like she gets it from your side of the family because no braces. So when you get braces, well, all the kids, all of them had braces, including you. You had braces. They put that mold, right, the clay in your mouth. Then they take it out, and when they put it in, everyone's like, and it made me laugh every time because I would watch you guys get it done, and everybody almost would throw up. Yeah, they would make the impressions of your teeth so that they can. Was it for a retainer?
Yeah, retainer or braces. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
Some kind of a mold.
A mold, right? Yeah. And then you take it out, it dries, they send it to the lab, they make your braces, they make your whatever.
Yeah.
Or
retainer. Your retainer.
Yeah, your retainer. And I think it was for the braces though. Or maybe did she have an appliance? Because it was an appliance, right?
Yeah,
it was
all of them had appliances.
It's an appliance. No, Dason didn't. She only had braces on the bottom teeth. Oh. But it's an appliance before you get the braces, right? You got to kind of straighten your shit out a little bit or whatever. And she had a huge underbite. So Drew like that. All right. The bottom teeth came out protruded, right? And so I found it, like it was in a drawer of some sort. It was in a bag, a paper bag. And then I found it and I was laughing. Like,
you're talking about the mold.
The mold of her teeth because they were crazy town, right? Yeah. And there was a top and the bottom and you put them together like dentures. You put them together and you can see her teeth. And so I had it on display. I had it on display.
All of them on
I had them, but hers was the craziest, right? Yeah. It was hers, then Donovan's was fucking crazy, and Dason got my teeth. They were just a little bit
on the bottom,
a little bit crooked. And I had them on display with all the kids' pictures, right? We have this in the hallway. There's just a display of just baby pictures, kid pictures, and then their handprints and like all these little tchotchkes of like baby stuff, right? Yeah. And I had Drew's, teeth, and our fucking housekeeper kept breaking shit. She broke the mold of the teeth that were the worst out of the 3 kids, and that was like one of my treasures. And you can't replace that. No. So I think it's still in the paper bag, but it's all in shambles, right? So all that to say, that long story to say, we've had housekeepers, and they always break shit, or they don't clean right, or they're like, I'm like, hey, I need this done. Yeah, no problem. They leave. I come home. It's not done. Yeah. And then I just got sick of it. So for the last 2 years, maybe, I'm like, we're just going to do it ourselves.
Sure.
So I'm like, it's fine because I want it done right and I don't want shit getting broken. And so this Sunday I was cleaning. My job is to clean the bathroom, our bathroom in our room. And then your job is to do the laundry, right? So I was doing this, but Tait and my cousin Mayo put all these new faucets in the master tub and like all the other stuff. And so I hadn't used the tub one yet. I use it to fill up the bucket, and I have a whole system on how I do things. Okay, because I get maniacal about cleaning. Yeah. And I went to turn it on, and it's like a little stream. Before it used to like it used to come out, and I fill the bucket fast, and I have no patience. I have ADHD. I have no patience to do shit. And it's just trickling out. And I'm like, I call you in there. Right? I'm like, why is this like this? And you're like, well, I don't know. That's just how it comes out now. And I'm like, so I'm already in a mood. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I thought, okay, he also put in a new shower head, right? The shower's next to the tub. And it has one of those long cord thingies. What is it called? Like an
extension, I guess.
Yeah, like you can take it off and you can wash your back with it or whatever. So I got so mad and so impatient. And Tait you were in the bathroom for doing something. And I just stepped up because I'm short. I had stepped up on the ledge and I just put the shower head over into the tub so I can rinse it down because it was taking too long. And then you finished the story. What did you see?
So
I know what I can do. I'm not going to wait for this fucking bucket. And right?
First off, you said, is there any way we can make this water run faster? Right? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? She's all this tub is like, it's trickling, bud. It's trickling. What the fuck? So I came in.
How am I supposed to clean?
And it's not trickling, but it's not running fast either. It's running medium, right? And I said, hey, I think the faucet has a filter on it. Like, I think I could take it off. It'll run faster if I take that off. And she goes, it's taking forever. This is ridiculous.
And I said, but remember, I said, can you take it off? And you're like, yeah, I mean, that's what he did.
No, but then I was looking.
Never mind.
I was looking at the sink because they're the same exact one, so I can see underneath. And I was like, I think I could take it off. And then it was like I didn't say anything. You just kept moving.
So I'm like, okay, that doesn't help me right now. He goes, yeah, I mean, and he's shrugging. For those of you listening on Spotify, he's shrugging his shoulders with his hands and going,
Yeah, but she just asked me the question. I have to answer it. I think so, right? So I in the middle of my answering, it wasn't fast enough.
Because I'm in go mode. I have two modes. Go and stop. That's it. There's nothing in between.
So the fucking bucket in the tub flips upside down. and then we make our way to the shower right next door, and then we practically tear the shower door off, right? Because it wasn't opening fast enough, right? We flip on, we don't turn it on, we flip on the fucking water. We yank the hose down, and then we put the hose over, and then we water the tub. So I was like, okay, look at this girl, fucking.
I'm a genius, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like so resourceful.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what I can do.
Yeah, and I'm watching her, and I was like, all right. And then I say, okay, that's good enough. Then the water goes up the wall, right?
What do you mean goes up the wall?
You just started aiming at the wall.
Oh, I thought you said it was climbing up the wall.
You were controlling the direction of the water, bud.
I know. Yeah, I was.
It went from the tub to the wall to the window. Right? And then I'm watching.
Oh, you're talking about my aim. My aim started going higher.
I was like, you're done. The tub's good. And then the water climbs up the wall and goes over the window. And I'm like, okay, let her finish. Right? Then it goes a little bit longer. And I'm like, wait a minute now, man. Come on, dude. Come on. So once the entire wall is soaked, she turns it off. And then I go, okay, bud, choose your words wisely right now.
You're talking to yourself at this point.
In my head. Choose your words wisely. And I said, okay, it'll be fine.
Because you knew I was in a mood.
I knew you were in a mood. So I looked at her and I said, hey, babe, probably not a good idea to wet the wall like that. Right? Good tone. Just like expressing to her, that's probably not the best idea, but.
And then
right? And then your answer, that's okay, I'll dry it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I go, it's fine, I'm going to dry it with a towel. And that's it. And he goes, okay.
Yeah. And then she got a towel. Went over there and dried the wall. And then I just walked out. And I just let her do her thing.
We laughed about this story for like 10 minutes on our way to Home Depot.
Unfucking believable.
And all I kept thinking was, oh, I'm so glad he left the room. Because if he would have said one more word, I don't know what I would have done. Because I have go mode and then I have off mode.
Sure.
There's nothing in between.
No.
And I was telling him, you know why I got in a mood? And then I'm like, what the fuck with this water? So it was that. And then you're like, well, and I'm thinking, oh, he's coming up with a solution. I could take it off. I go, okay, can you? Yeah, maybe. And I'm like, not fast enough. And because I was already in a mood because and this is what I'm learning. And by the way, I'm self-diagnosed ADHD. Whenever I watch any TikToks that have to do with ADHD, I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Mm-hmm. And I procrastinate so fucking much. So when I know I have to go in there on a Sunday when football is on, the fuck? So I'm like, so then I was telling him that, and this is what made me laugh even more, was like, I found so many things to do before I could do that.
We talked about that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
After we laughed for 10 minutes, you said, dude, I was doing so much before.
Because I was procrastinating. I didn't want to clean the bathroom. Yeah. So I emptied out the refrigerator in our garage. And I did you see how everything was organized in there? And everything was stocked. So I organized a whole fucking fridge before I would go clean the bathroom. That's crazy. And then I did a bunch of, I washed, your job is to wash clothes. Mm-hmm. Why did I wash all of the clothes?
I don't know.
I was just washing, drying. And then I was dumping them on the bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't even my job. I was doing everything I could to not clean the bathroom. And then I put myself in a bad mood because I was procrastinating. Like if I would have just not done any of that other shit, I could have been done in like an hour.
Fast.
So fast. Anyway. And I almost didn't. And I go, well, I'm out of this one cleaner I always use.
I know you said, I think I have to go to Walmart.
Yeah. And he was like, no, you don't. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll DoorDash it. And I looked and I'm like, I'm not spending $50 in fees just to get 2 things of like barkeepers, like powder. What the hell? Anyway, I was like, okay. And then I had to self-talk myself. I'm like, all right, you dumb bitch. Like get in there and clean it. And then once I get started, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. But that was, you walked in right when I started. And I was like, that's why I was like, ah. Anyway, so that's the first story. That's what prompted this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I like, dude, this would be such a good episode to talk about the dumb shit we do when we get so mad.
Yeah.
Why is it when you get so mad, you do the dumbest shit that you normally would not do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? So let's get into your story that you came up with, because we were cry laughing, you guys, talking about, and I'm sure there's way more stories, but like the dumb shit we've done in an argument or like in like a tizzy, you get a wild hair up your ass, and then you start acting irrational. Like, what? Why did I do that? And you came up with the funny one, dude.
Yeah. So this was we used to take we haven't taken walks in a while, but we used to take walks all the time in the morning, right? Especially during COVID.
It was during COVID.
Yeah, especially during COVID. So we just happened to be on a walk this morning. I don't know if we were. I can't remember if we were like
the morning you're talking about.
Yeah, the morning I'm talking about when we were walking. I can't remember if we were already tense with each other that morning. That incident.
No, we were talking.
We were just talking.
Yeah, we were having a normal conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure.
In fact,
do you remember?
We were listening to Dason and Drew's Two Idiot Girls podcast, but this is when Dason lived in New York.
Yeah.
And they had to do their Two Idiot podcast the first season on Zoom.
Right.
And we were listening to it on my phone, and we were laughing and just enjoying listening to their pod.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it was the very first pod that they released, which was talking about Aquaman.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And how awful it was.
Yeah.
And why it was so awful.
Yeah.
And we were laughing.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. I remember now.
Yeah.
So like we're in the midst of it, enjoying it on our walk, and then a car pulls up. But you hear cars on the street coming, but you're not really. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
I think because we had just crossed the street from corner to corner, and as soon as we got up on the corner, the car ripped around the corner.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Because I ended up because that's going uphill.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyways, before I spill it, so the car ripped around the corner and caught us right as we just made the intersection, making our way up. Right. And so as he's ripping around the corner, the guy in the passenger seat.
They were in a big 4x4 truck, by the way.
Yeah. The guy in the passenger screams, I don't know what he said, but he just scared the shit out of me. He screamed, right? Do you remember what he said?
I don't know. No, I don't even think he had said words. He just went, ah! Like, and there was like they were like teenagers.
Sure.
They would have been like 16, 17, right?
Yeah.
And they peeled out around the corner on purpose to make the loud noise with their screeching tires. And then the two on the passenger side and the one in the back leaned out of the car, windows down, leaned out of the car and just started screaming. Yeah. And it scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me where I like
you flinched.
I flinched really bad.
Yeah.
And then
he was like this, you guys. They were like, ah! He's like, ah!
Yeah.
You ever watch those TikToks? They do compilations of people getting scared and they fall down or whatever because they're so scared. That was you.
I didn't fall down, but I know. I like turned on. Ah!
And you made a noise. You're like, ah!
Yeah. And
if you get scared, like when someone scares you, your immediate reaction is rage, right?
Low key, I'm reliving it right now from your reaction, right? And I'm getting mad a little bit. I'm getting mad a little bit, low key, right?
Because when he screamed, it made me laugh.
Yeah, I know. I'm reliving it, right? But in low key, I'm getting mad about it too.
This happened 5 years ago, you guys.
So
oh my God.
He scares the shit out of me, right? And I look in horror, and then all I can see is all these guys laughing. Ah,
and right? I'm laughing because I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I I don't even say anything, right? The car's going up, and there's a stop sign at the top of that street. Yeah. I just started chasing him.
He starts running.
Yeah, like a full sprint.
Yeah.
Full sprint. And the car's going.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. And the car's going. He goes to the stop sign, and that guy looks out the window at me, and I'm running, and then they make a right.
And they take off.
They take off. I run all the way to the corner, and then I look down the street, and I'm getting ready to go down the street, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just walking, and he looks back at me, and I'm like, you look so dumb right now. It's like, what? I go, what are you doing? Yeah. He's like, those fuckers scared me. Blah, blah, blah. I go, they're teenagers. Yeah. And it was kind of funny. Yeah. And you were so mad.
I was pissed.
But I'm like, I wish I would have thought to pull my phone out and
record
film you running after a car that's going like 45 miles an hour with a bunch of laughing teenagers in it. Yeah. And then they kind of waited, and then you were running, and then they went, eh.
Yeah.
They just
it's like teasing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he turns around, and I go.
And I ran all the way to the corner, and I looked down the street, and I was getting ready to go again, and you're like, hey.
And I was like, what are you doing? You look so dumb right now. And then we didn't say anything all the way home.
No.
Because you were still mad, but I was like laughing on the inside. Yeah.
No, you were helping me.
No, I know.
You were consoling me.
I know, but I was laughing on the inside because that was funny.
I know, it was funny.
And you know me, guys. All my day one aunts, you know I love a good scare. I was just mad that it wasn't me.
Thank you.
But I did console you, and I was like, it's fine. They're teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you've done dumb shit like that. We've toilet papered people's houses.
Sure.
You've done, you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, it just got your ass. That's why you're so angry about it.
It
You're
was.
like, I know.
And they did.
But I was laughing on the inside. It was really funny.
It was funny.
But that's like, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
You do irrational things.
I thought I could catch that moving car. I really did.
Why?
And I was even going to turn the corner and go after it again.
I know. And
I wasn't gonna
what made you
stop.
look back at me?
Well, I just wanted to see if you were okay, to be honest.
What did you look back and think I was running with you?
No, I knew you were
I
going to
know my
run with
day
me.
one is behind me. And,
Nope,
and I'm just
nope.
walking going like this.
I wasn't
Shaking
thinking
my
that.
head going, man, oh man, you look so dumb right now.
That's what happened, but I was not thinking any of that.
I know. I'm just joking, honey. I'm just joking. He's like, Noel's right behind me. I know that she's got this with me. Wait a minute. Yeah?
No.
Oh, okay. Next time? Cool. Oh, man. That was funny.
Yeah.
Well, bet you won't be chasing after any teenagers again, will ya? All right.
It's safe to say I can't catch a car.
Hey, you know what, babe? E for effort. You tried. Not once, twice.
That is it. Pretty much impossible.
Yeah. So knock it off. All right. So this next story I want to tell you that we did, and I'm hoping you're identifying with these because like it's funny because you make the stupidest mistakes like when you're being irrational, right? And I don't know why. Sometimes you're like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's already too late.
It's already too late. So picture this 2 years ago, right? In the month of April. And I know this because it was right before your competition.
Yeah.
Was the very first bodybuilding competition that he did. He had a shitty coach who taught him nothing and except for to do the wrong things, right?
Yeah.
So one Friday night, Tait goes, hey, where do you want to go eat? And I said, you know what? I really want to eat Jinya, which is like a noodle house, like a Japanese noodle house, right? But it's like 25 minutes from our house. Our house is too far. We can't DoorDash there. So we have to go. Tate's like, yeah, I'll take you and we'll go. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go and we have to order in person, right? So I know what I want. I always order the same thing. And then I hand you the menu and I said, do you want, like here, this is how, pick something. And you go, oh no, I'm just going to have whatever you're having.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was going, really? Because I'm thinking, well, maybe because I have noodles and I have chicken, that's healthy-ish, right? That he can eat, but he's cutting. But then I thought, well, maybe he's just gonna cheat. I don't know, like because I had fried Brussels sprouts. They're like chicken nuggets, but with Brussels sprouts inside instead of chicken, right?
Yeah. So when we were both looking at the menu, I was thinking the whole time, I don't know if I can eat here.
Yeah. To which,
you know what I mean?
To which I did not know.
No,
this.
you had no idea.
Yeah.
You had no idea.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Makes it easy peasy. So I order it, pay for it. Mind you, this food is not inexpensive.
No.
It's not like we're rolling through Jack in the Box, okay? This is like it's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think I spent like 80,
almost $100.
maybe almost $100 on just the two of us, right? And so we're like, okay, cool.
It smelled delicious, by the way, as I recall.
Because it is delicious, right? So it's a restaurant. We go wait outside because we're doing takeout. And he's being snappy with me the whole time. Just like, no, just short answers. And I'm like, okay. And then I go get the food. It's ready. I go get it. I'm coming out. And then I have no idea what's going on. And I'm going, and
you're just fired up by eating Jinya.
Yeah. And it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
No kids, just us two, right?
I'm going to eat this good food.
Yeah. And, and so I'm walking to the car. And when I'm happy and I love to eat, I'm like, I can't wait to eat my noodles, right? And then we were right about to get in the car. And I go, oh my God, I'm so fired up to eat these, to eat this food. And he goes, and this is before, like we're walking to the car. We're facing each other across the car, the top of the car. And he goes, I can't eat any of that. And I go, what?
Yeah.
Come again? What say you? I was like, what? And you're like, yeah, I'm bodybuilding. And he gets in the car and slams the door. And I go, okay. So I get in the car and I go, what the hell are we talking about? Well, I can't eat here. Remember?
Yeah.
He's getting embarrassed all over again. He goes, I can't eat here. I'm cutting. And I go, then why did we come?
Yeah.
You said you would take me. And I thought, oh, okay. And I was shocked that you were ordering that.
Yeah.
Well, I just did it because you bullied me into coming here. I was like, what? All of a sudden I turned into a monster. I was like, what did you just say to me? I didn't bully you to go anywhere. And I was like, you're being ridiculous. And he goes, am I? Am I being ridiculous? And I was like, whatever, right? So he was like, fine. He pulls out, right? Take off. We get on the freeway. And I'm like pissed, right? And then I go, you know what? He's always cold now because he's cutting. So he's getting real skinny. So I'm like, oh, it's in April. So it's cold still. So I go, I'm going to roll this window down. I'll show him. I'm like, zzz, roll down my window.
Yeah.
The wind's gushing through and I'm going, and I'm like, I'm so cold. But I was like, but he's probably even colder. So I'm punishing myself because I'm fucking pissed at you. Right? So we get home and I just get out of the car. I don't even grab the food.
No.
You grab the food, we go in the kitchen, and then it's in one of those big brown shopping bags, like those paper bags. And then he just kind of throws it on the counter. Yeah. And I was like, how dare he, in my head, right? Throwing my fucking food I paid an arm and a leg for. This is what I'm thinking in my head. And I was like, oh yeah. So I just went over there and grabbed the bag and I took all my food out. And and yours, one by one, just started throwing shit in the sink, right? And it's exploding, right? Yeah. Lids popping off. Mind you, hot soup.
Brand new. Yeah, straight out the oven.
Smoking hot, right? And it's blowing up in the sink, splashing back on my face.
Two times.
Not once, twice. Because remember, we both had the same thing. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to ruin my food and your food. And I was like, and I was like... why do I keep doing this? And I'm burning the fuck out of my face. I'm freezing cold. Now I probably have pneumonia, walking pneumonia. And now I have 3rd-degree burns on my face. And he's just watching me do it. And then I just start throwing shit. And then I'm like, whatever. And then I just leave the kitchen. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm freezing. My face is burned. Now I'm hungry. I didn't even get to eat any of my food because I'm just fucking mad at you. What the hell? I'm like literally punishing myself because I'm fucking pissed. Then he takes off and I hear the car leaving, right? And I'm like, this bitch left our argument in mid-argument and I'm hungry. So now I'm pissed. Sure. I don't know where he goes. And what happened?
Well, the reason why I left is because I thought I lost my bag.
You did lose your bag.
I did lose my bag. I didn't have it.
You guys, so... Drew bought him his first designer bag. She bought him a Prada crossbody. Yeah. And when we walked to the car at the restaurant and we're looking at each other from across the car
and arguing
while he's being mean to me.
Yeah, I'm saying stupid shit. Yeah. By the way, as we talk and I relive it, I low key feel stupid.
All over again.
And even worse because bad things happen. Like I'm realizing bad things happen to you because you got upset. But if I never did what I did, you never would have got upset. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know.
But it's like,
yeah. So all this bad stuff happened to me because of you. Yeah. But I was like, I'll show him. And then I'm like, why did I do that? Yeah. So bad.
So anyways,
sorry if I yelled in the
I flew right back to the restaurant. I flew all the way back.
And mind you, I didn't know. I thought he just left argument mid-argument. And we don't do that. We stay put, right?
I just immediately forgot about what we were fighting about.
Yeah.
And shot back to the restaurant to find that bag.
Yeah. And remember, it was like the restaurant's like 25 minutes away.
Yeah, and it's already after 9.
Well, so it took us 25 minutes to get home. Yeah. Then we argued more. Yeah. I burned my face. And then you get in the car and drive 20. That's almost an hour that has passed. So he goes, and then he comes back, and I'm like, I'm in the room, and I'm like getting ready for bed, and he comes in, and I just turn around, I whip around, and I was like, like waiting to go ahead, make my day, right? I'm all pissed. I'm like Clint Eastwood with a little cigarette hanging from my lip. I'm like, go ahead, make my day. Say one more fucking stupid thing. This is what I'm thinking in my head, right? And he goes, I had to leave because I lost my bag. And I go, and I was like, this, and I was all mad. And I go, not the Prada. No, not the bag, not the designer bag. And he was like, yeah. And I go, and did you find it? He's like, yes. And I was like, instantly not mad anymore. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, and then what did we do? We talked about it.
Yeah, and we were fine.
And we laughed, and then we made up, and then
Well, I don't think we laughed that night. I think we just were like, okay, we're done.
yeah.
And then I said, I'm hungry.
Well, maybe the laugh was more silly. I felt silly.
Yeah.
I felt silly.
You felt silly.
Yeah.
I didn't feel silly.
No.
I was defending myself.
No, I know.
Then I said, I'm hungry. And he goes,
Yeah.
okay, I'll take you. Oh, no, you said, I'll go and get you Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
And we all know how I hate the drive-thru.
yeah. So I was like, that's love. That's him saying sorry. He's going through the drive-thru by himself because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to this store. I was
Yeah.
still kind of pissed, you know?
Yeah.
But we did make up and we laugh about it now because how stupid were we?
Ridiculous.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So what is the lesson here, guys?
That you're human.
that you're human and that you're going to make dumb mistakes, but we make irrational decisions when we're emotional.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the number one. Yeah. That's what you really want to focus on here.
So if you laughed at these stories, then that means you're normal and you're human.
Yeah.
And the whole bathroom story that just happened a couple days ago made us laugh for like 10 minutes because it was funny because we're like, that's how you know we've grown.
Yeah, big time.
We've grown a lot.
Yeah.
You know, being both of us having our own therapist.
Yeah. Nowhere there I can recall nowhere near being close to laughing. It's just anger the whole time. You know, when we get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not that it's funny that we're in these arguments, but it's funny because we were understanding it more. And in understanding it that you can regulate your emotions. It doesn't have to be that serious.
Yeah.
Where you make stupid mistakes.
Right.
Like leaving your brand new bag in the
Yeah, because you know what he did?
I left in the fucking
when he was bullying me across the top of the car, he left his bag up there and then we drove away. And that's
it
how
fell off.
Yeah, that's how it fell. You're so lucky because his Prada bag is black.
Yeah.
And the asphalt in the parking lot was black and it was closing time. So it was dark in the parking lot, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think his bag just blended in with the asphalt. And you're so lucky.
I know. It was dark right there because of that big tree.
That would have been the ultimate slap in your face that you lost your Prada bag because your wallet, everything was in there. Even your old Benjamin, good old Penny was in there too. I don't think you could give a fuck about your wallet. You're like, my pen.
What an idiot I am.
Stupid boy. So anyway, all that to say, we wanted to share these intimate stories, which we've never shared in public before. So you're getting like breaking news here. But we thought, hey, let's share some more stories. Let's kick off our Halloween extravaganza in sexy skeleton outfits and tell you some of our dumbest arguments or just things that we've done under like duress, right? Like Tate and I weren't even arguing during the kids screaming, but it was funny.
I know.
And your emotions got the best of you.
They did.
Yeah. So you're normal. If you laughed at even one of these stories, you're normal. And we're here to validate that, right?
And if you can relate and you have some you want to share with us, please do.
Oh my gosh, if you do, we'll read the funniest ones.
Yeah, they're so
like during Aunt Brag Hour, we will read some of your funny stories.
It's got to be good ones.
That's so funny.
I'm sure there's some good ones.
I love it. So anyway, that is episode 41, guys. We are done in the books.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. And please remember to like, follow, and share, and share it with your loved ones, parents, or people who want to become parents, or kids who grew up with no parents. Anything revolving around parents, I'm sure they would love our pod.
Absolutely.
So with that in mind, we will see you guys next week. And stand by, Ghost Rider. Next week's costumes are going to be epic. So we'll see you guys. Remember, all of our pods drop every Thursday at midnight. So make sure you tap in. All right, guys. See you guys next week. Love you. Bye. Cheers! Whoop, whoop. I love my job. Can we use these over?
I was going to.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I just hope I don't get fucking hot. Because I'm a sweaty bitch.
Oh, I can hear really good.
It's actually quite soothing.
Yeah.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I love Halloween. Do I look fancy? Do I look like a sexy skeleton? I may or may not have alcohol in this cup right here. We're kicking it off. Woo! Good choice on the...
I wish mine was a little bigger.
Well, they don't make costumes for giants, so usually the costume is a giant, but not a giant. Make sense? Look at my cup. Woo!